Yo, what's up? Yeah, man, it's your boy coming to you with another movie review. Now, this is a very special movie review, something that's near and dear to my heart. You know, I love it when David triumphs over Goliath. I love it when indie filmmakers break through and show up Hollywood or make Hollywood take notice. These two gentlemen did that in the film industry. Director David Midell and also actor Enrico Natale. Man, they did the damn thing. Their film, The Killing of Kenneth Chamberlain, came out recently. I had a chance to view this early. My good friend Anthony A. Perez invited me on for an interview to interview these two gentlemen yesterday. It was incredible. Now, I don't brag about a lot of things about Hollywood, but one of my favorite interviews that I did and met in person and got his autograph was Spike Lee. Spike Lee happens to be my favorite director of all time. And these gentlemen that I met yesterday, I got goosebumps in my stomach when I was talking to them yesterday. That's how special I think these gentlemen are and will be for a long time. Now, their backstory is cool. They were college mates, they became friends. They were both in the industry, dibbling and dabbling for a while, making their way through. The director, David, came across this true story about Kenneth Chamberlain Sr. I never heard of the story until it was brought to my attention. And what I've learned about this story after watching this film, it left me breathless. It left me speechless. I was harping on it in my mind, how incredible and disturbing this story was. But something so disturbing was handled with absolute care and tenderness. This story is about a gentleman whose life alert goes off accidentally. And he suffers from mental illness. Of course, he's black, living in a low-income neighborhood. Now, when the police come to a life alert situation, they should be going there with the intentions to help, not to hinder, not to prejudge, not to look at the surroundings and assume something else before you get all the information. And by the title of this film, you know what the outcome is, without going into great detail. These two filmmakers took a small budget film and made it massive, to the point where people from Hollywood like Morgan Freeman took notice and wanted to be a part of this project. That's high praise from the highest of highs. The star of this film, Frankie Faison, did a performance of a lifetime. Now, my memory of this guy was the landlord in Coming to America. That's when I seen him. He was cussing people falling down the stairs farting. And to see him in a role like this was like mind-blowing. The script was incredible. When David told me he talked to the surviving family of Kenneth Jr., man, to talk to his son is portrayed in the movie. He actually talked to his father in real life when this event was going on for the last time. And to get their care and thumbs up for a project like this is incredible within itself. Then after I've seen the film, they honored the family by doing this right. You know, you want to put Hollywood moments in there, but you got to be really careful not to offend the surviving family. And trust me, I look for every reason to be pissed off at cops. Growing up, the black and blue never got along in my neighborhood. So I have a type of situation how I feel when it comes to cops. And so I went to this film thinking one thing and came out thinking another. The way this film was handled was brilliant. The violence towards Kenneth is the MacGuffin of the story. It's in the title, The Killing. Get that in your mind, the killing, so you know what happens before you go into the film. But what I learned was there are good cops, there are crooked cops, and this movie focused on a certain individual who's a policeman who's having a moral dilemma about what's going on. Now, you're supposed to follow your blue brothers to the bitter end. Lie if you have to on the stand or in your report. This man didn't do that. This man took the higher road, and it forced me to think different and my own prejudice against the men in blue. It's a very powerful film. And haven't been this captivated as far as thought-provoking film since Detroit, which is based upon true fact, and also the film Black Klansman, which is directed by my favorite director of all time, Spike Lee. And that was based on a true story. So these true stories that we don't hear about coming to the forefront with people like this, it's a part of American history / Black history. And these stories must be told. They must get out there. And I encourage you to go see this film by any means necessary. Pretty soon it'll be on a streaming service. If you have to purchase it, rent it, do whatever you can to get this knowledge, because it only makes you better as a human being after viewing a film like this. It changed my thought process when it comes to cops. And trust me, that's a lifelong situation that I have in my head that I question myself after watching this film. That's power. That is absolute power. Man, without getting too emotional, man, see this film, experience this film, and have a discussion about this film. Until then, next time, be sure to like, share, subscribe, and tell all your friends. And more importantly, leave your comments down low. And I'm out. Peace. And if I offend you, then you don't understand me. But if I can inspire you, then you will learn to love me. It's just my point of view.